I'm at a beach today that I don't normally come to, but a lot of locals fish it. It's called Windang Beach. Now, a lot of people have asked me about Windang Beach, but I can't answer too many questions because I haven't fished here. So I've come here this morning. Moonset's not till another couple of hours, so it's low tide and I don't expect too much activity. Maybe a little bit now around as it's breaking day, but I don't expect too much till a bit later on. Fish feeding predictions used to make this video are sourced from the book Fishing the Lunar Connection, which you can buy through Amazon by scanning the above QR code. Anyway, we're here to enjoy the morning, so let's get into it. I'm going to start off with a, I don't know whether you can see that, three-way swivel. Got it traced to a 3 to 4/0 hook, which I'm going to put a half pilchard on. Then on the other line where I've got my sinker, I'm using a star sinker, which has got a trace of about 40 centimetres to the swivel. So I've got the sinker on the bottom and the line coming out the side that's got the hook on it. Bit of cloud around, been a bit of rain intermittently throughout the early morning. There's a few millimetres predicted. Bit of dark cloud down to the south. There's a nice hole here, a gutter coming through here, and a bit of white water coming into it. So we'll just see if there's any fish there. Like I say, I'm really not familiar with this beach. I don't ever remember fishing it before actually. So be interesting to see. Alright, first cast. The current's going off to the left, so I envisage my sinker will move that way if it doesn't dig in. I'm just using 30-pound braid. Got a 30-pound trace on the end of this. If there's Taylor out there, single hook, good chance I can get bitten off. So the full moon has left us now, we're 2 days after, and I think I'm getting a bite. Yes, good fish. Damn, lost it. Could it have bitten the hook off? No, just didn't hook it properly. Oh well, it's encouraging. Another half pilchard. This time I'll use the head section. Still got the single hook on, no blemishes on the line. It may have been a salmon. It was a solid fish. Felt like it would have been a good kilo plus. Yeah, so at low tide I like to fish the gutters, the deeper holes. There's a bit of wash coming off the side here. So this time of the day there's usually a few fish haunting the area, and I envisage that's where they will be hanging out in this section here, looking for a bit of food washing into that deeper hole. Then as the tide rises I like to get up onto the sandbars. Now, as I was about to say when I got that bite, we are 2 days after the full moon. Moon sets not for a little while yet. It's up there, about up there behind the clouds. So it'll be another, I think, a couple of hours before it sets. So virtually from sunrise through to moonset and the high tide will be my best window to try and catch something. I think it's not far off sunrise now. Just had a bite. I'm just wondering whether it's just a soft bite. May have taken the bait. Some showers out at sea, out there where the sun rising. There's a shower out there, another one out at sea down here. I'll be happy if they stay out there. I don't really want to get wet. It's cool, but it's not as cold as it's been. I think I might be baited. So let's get this in. No, just picked at the bait. Surprises me. Surprised me. I might try it. Take that off and try the tail. They might be after a smaller bait. Sometimes the bigger baits turn them off. I've fished many times that I've been using a full pilchard. Everyone else has used half a pilchard. They've caught all the fish and I've caught none. So we'll go the smaller bait. I mean, it's not much smaller, but it's a little bit smaller. And there we go. Got that three-way swivel. So that drops down about halfway down to the sinker. So I've dropped that under the white water. It's possibly, at a guess, I'd say about a metre of water where I've put that. Unless it gets stuck in, it'll move off to the left. A metre of water is plenty of depth for fish to come into. Like even decent fish will come into a metre of water. Oh, talk about play with the bait. Goodness. Got hammered like, sort of like a big dart. That star sinker certainly dug in. There we go, bait's gone again. Oh well, try another one. This time we've got a smaller pilchard head. See if I can hook one and get one in. Try and work out what's playing with the bait. Nice looking water, like it's certainly can't complain. But there's no wash into this deeper hole there. It looks good. It's just whether the fish are there and whether they're feeding as the sun rises. Right, with my other rod, I'm just going to have a bit of a spin. I've got just an old metal lure. Go, nothing first cast. I just keep moving along the beach just a little bit, bringing across new ground. Oh, this is about the 12th cast with this lure. If I don't get anything this time, I'll change my lure. There we go, a dozen casts, no hits, no fish. Okay, baited again. There we go, another head, but a bit smaller. That's in the deeper water, but where the wash is coming off, there's a lot of white water on the surface there that's come in off the wash. So it may offer a little bit of protection for smaller fish that might hang in there. And the bigger fish hopefully will come in after them. Just make sure when you do cast out, you loosen your drag off. Don't have it locked up. So if a big fish hits it, you don't want your line to break. You want there to be a bit of give in the line. I mean, you've got stretch in the line in the trace. This is braid line, so you've got stretch in the trace, but you've got also elasticity in the rod, so that takes up the a bit of the slack when a fish does take off. But even still, you've got to make sure you've got that drag loosened off a bit. Yeah, when the line reaches its elastic limit and it won't stretch anymore and the fish keeps running and you've got that drag tight, good chance you're going to snap the line. Right, I've just brought that half pilchard in. It's been out for about probably between 5 and 10 minutes. I'll get it out again. Here we go again. Yes. There we go, a nice salmon. No, he's only just caught in the lid. Could have lost him, like I lost the first one. Hooks come out fairly easily. Anyway, let's get him back in the water. Get your breath back, mate, and we'll get you back in the water. This way. Throw you out a little further. Oh, off he goes. Alright, that was a bit of fun. Put up a good fight at the start. There we go. Another small half pilchard head. So that tide is just after halfway in, probably half hour ago. So we're just from half to full tide at the moment. High tides in 2.5 hours. Moon sets in about 1 hour. Water temperature is around 17 degrees. Swell, that's coming in, I suppose it sets around the metre. The sun's trying to break through those clouds. Like I say, it's not too cold this morning. I've just got my t-shirt on. Alright, I'll just put this in the rod holder. Make sure that drag's okay, looks fine, and I'll have a spin with the other rod. Alright, I've gone down to a much smaller lure now. This one's about, I don't know how big it is, 30 to 40 grams I'd say. Should cast okay. With this 10-pound fluorocarbon leader I've got on here, and it's very fine 30-pound braid. Brought that pilchard in after 10 or 15 minutes, and look, it's been picked off by something small. We got to try and get a proper bait out there. The sun's come out from behind the clouds for the moment. Another half pilly, half each round the tail. Well, I've spun with the other rod I've had about 30 casts with a couple of different lures, and nothing, I haven't had a touch. So I might try a beach worm, I think. See if there's anything, maybe whiting out there, or brim, or maybe even dart. They seem to be around a fair bit lately. Again, I'm using a 3-way swivel and just putting a worm on there like that. Let's see if there's anything small. Today is 2 days after the full moon, and they can be a bit picky. I won't cast this out too far. Fairly close. Whiting and brim, as the tide rises, they actually mullet to it as well. Almost ride the waves up the beach. You can see them come in and they go with, so-called go with the flow. As the wave comes in, they come in with it, pick up a bit of whatever, it goes back out, they go back out with it. So this is not out too far. It's probably 20 metres out. Out with that wave breaking now. Just had a couple of soft bites. Feels like the dreaded dart picking at the bait. This is on the worm, of course. Might have to check it. It could have even been taken. Worms are quite soft, so they're pretty easily removed. I've got a star sinker on here just to hold out, because there's a fair bit of current now as that water's risen, moving off to the left. Huh. There you go. It was on there. We're not moving. A little dart. Oh, they are very slippery, these things. Alright, get my second worm bait out. I really haven't done any homework on this beach. I just thought I'd come and do my own research rather than rely on someone else's word. Oh, there's a fish. Grab the worm. It's a bigger dart. That's a dart. It's a much bigger dart, that one. Look at those spikes on the top and the bottom. Just in front of the anal fin and in front of the dorsal fins. These sharp little critters. It's hard to hold on to them on the side because they are so slippery. You've almost got to hold them where the spikes are. Anyway, it's a good little fight, that one. Let's try again. So we can get something other than a dart. Oh, this feels like another Dapto dart. I think it's come down from Dapto Beach. Here we go. Definitely a Dapto dart. A good size, like they're legal, but I really haven't got the time or the energy to get the small amount of meat off them that's required to get a decent feed. But anyway, oh, that wave's going to get me. Okay, so the dart are hammering me. Nothing else has got a chance to get the bait, I don't think. Today is 2 days after the full moon, so the fish are really soft on the bite and knocking off the baits, which is pretty normal for this day. So I've just got to bear with it and hopefully try and hook a few fish. And you'll find they're mostly hooked in the lip because they're just touching the bait, just picking at it. It would be a rarity for them to actually swallow the bait, but it does happen. Just left my rod and it took off. Or is there something on there, or is it just playing with that bait? No, there's something there. It couldn't be. Oh no! It's a Berkeley Brim! All the way from the other side of the lake. Come out in the ocean. Here we have it. It's a small yellowfin Brim. Hacker Berkeley Brim. He's legal, but he's still, he'd be about 26, 27 centimetres, I don't. Thought it was a tarwine there for a moment. Those stripes are quite distinct. I better go and grab this other rod. Something there. I don't think it's very big. It's another Berkeley Brim. Foul hook too. Hey little guys. Ow. The anal spike just got me. I'll measure him. I think he's about 27. About the same size as the last one, but I didn't measure the last one. There we go, 20, 27. 25's legal size, that's 27, but they're still too small. 27 should be legal size, 27 and up. Anyway, you can go back and grow. Catch him in about 20 years when he's a kilo. So that Brim was caught on the pilchard, the other one was caught on the beachworm. Because I went to attend to my other rod and this one had a good bite. Not hooked though. Oh, I think it might have baited me. Sure did. Another half filly. Yes, it can be a frustrating day when they keep picking the bait like that. I mean, I've been lucky, I've hooked a few. Some days it can be so hard when they just keep knocking your bait off and you keep trying to hook them. You could use a stinger. It might improve your catch, which is just virtually a sliding hook running up to your main hook. But still, when they're picking like this, it's still going to be difficult to hook them. The last half hour to the next half hour is probably the prime time of the morning on this particular day. Fellow up the beach there has just brought in a fish. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, there's another rod going off. Look at it bending, holy dooly. Oh, good. Taking some line off. Oh, what a fight! This is on half pilchard. Oh, it's a salmon, it's a good one. Just come out of the water. Initial energy level is high. Then I think running out of energy, so don't know that the salmon is that good. Lipped him, lost him. Oh well, it was a good fight while it lasted. Again, that's the problem with today when they're picking at the bait. They get hooked and because they're just in the lip, you can lose a lot of fish. I've lost a few today. But that was a salmon, I know that because I saw it come out of the water. Okay, another half filly. This is pretty much the prime time today. Another hour or so and it'll pretty much die. Oh. Here we go again. That didn't take long. Look at that go! Slowing down, slow it down. Another salmon. Oh, he's swimming close. The snodger of a salmon, plus a bit of weed on there didn't help, but again look where that hook is, just in there. It's gone now. Alright, mister, got your breath back? Right, that was good energy level with that salmon. He took some line to start with. Get another one out. Another half filly. Alright, this time I'm going to use a peeled prawn. See if that makes a difference. Although the worm's been pretty good. So we're approaching the top of the tide. Yeah, I like the period sort of from virtually from sunrise through to the top of the tide, which is a fair window. After that it'll quieten right off. But they are soft on the bite. A very soft pick at the bait then. Okay, prawn picked off. Oh, here we go again. Again, start rubbing. Feels like a salmon. Mind you, a little one. I think I lost him. Yep. Alright. It's a smaller bait. Hopefully I'll pick at that and get hooked. Another half pilchard out. This time a small tail section. The energy level of those salmon has been really good, but I think that'll ease off, start easing off now. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, there's a bite. Oh no. Is that a bite or not? Looked like one. Feels like something's still picking at it. Not on there. Oh. Look at that, it's got no energy. That's what it was, a tiny dart. Taking the pilchard. Again, just in the lip. So my prawn's still on there. It may have slowed down a little bit now. I think we're getting to that part of the day where I anticipate things will slow down. Okay, I'll try another half pilchard. The tail section. That rain is moving in now. That hill over there has disappeared behind the rain. It's just starting to spit, so time to go. Anyway, it's been a good morning. I've enjoyed it. It's sort of mid-morning now, and I'm going to go. So, how's my first time Windang Beach experience been? Well, the beach looks pretty good. There's lots of gutters right along there. It's a good sized swell today. I caught a lot of fish that were hooked just in the lip. Not one bait was swallowed, and they're all caught in the lip. So I lost quite a few fish because they were, like the salmon for instance, were dancing out of the water, and of course they've just caught in the lip. They can throw the hook pretty well. Dart, I caught a few dart, caught a couple of brim, mind you legal size, but I threw all my fish back today, and they can all grow. The salmon don't need to grow, they're probably big enough, but I didn't really need any salmon. The rain is now coming in. It's very light at the moment, but I'm going to get on my way. The fish stop biting. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.